The old house stood on a hill, its windows like vacant eyes staring out over the town. Locals whispered tales of its spectral inhabitant, a lonely soul named Eleanor, who had lived and died within its decaying walls. Elias, a young historian with a penchant for forgotten lore, scoffed at such superstitions. He was more interested in the house's architecture and the faded grandeur of its past. One blustery autumn evening, armed with a flashlight and a notebook, he ventured inside. Dust motes danced in the beams of his light, disturbed by his cautious steps. The air was heavy, smelling of damp wood and forgotten dreams. He explored the drawing room where a grand piano stood silent, its keys yellowed with age, and the library filled with crumbling books. As he ascended the creaking staircase, a chill that had nothing to do with the draft snaked up his spine. In the master bedroom, a four-poster bed lay shrouded under a sheet, and a vanity table held a tarnished silver brush. Elias paused, a strange sense of melancholy washing over him. Suddenly, a faint, almost imperceptible melody drifted from the piano downstairs. Elias froze, his heart hammering against his ribs. He slowly descended, his flashlight beam trembling. The melody grew clearer, a wistful, haunting tune. He reached the drawing room. The piano keys were still, but the music continued, ethereal and beautiful. Then a shimmering, translucent figure materialized beside the instrument. It was a woman dressed in a flowing gown, her face a blur of sorrow and longing. Eleanor. Elias surprisingly felt no fear, only a profound sadness. He watched as she seemed to sway to the music only she could hear, her form flickering like a candle flame in the wind. When the melody faded, Eleanor turned her gaze towards him. Her eyes, though indistinct, conveyed a deep, unspoken loneliness. She didn't speak, but a feeling, clear as a bell, resonated in Elias's mind. I miss the music. I miss being remembered. Elias, moved by her silent plea, did something unexpected. He sat down at the piano. His fingers, though rusty, found a familiar chord. He began to play a simple, comforting lullaby. As the notes filled the room, Eleanor's shimmering form seemed to brighten, to solidify just a fraction. A faint, ethereal smile touched her lips. She wasn't just a ghost of the past. She was a memory waiting to be reawakened. Elias continued to play, and in that old, forgotten house, a quiet understanding passed between the living and the spectral. A moment of shared beauty that transcended time and the veil between worlds. From that day on, Elias visited the house often, not to study its history but to play for Eleanor, ensuring her music and her memory would never truly fade.